Gurave Mahatmane, Gurave Mahatmane, Namo Namastestu, Punarnamostu, Namo Kasmai Chinmahase Namaha. Yadetad Vishwarupena Rajate Guru Rajate Yadetad Vishwarupena Rajate Guru Rajate. Hari Om Tat Sat. Shanti Mantra. Om Sahana Bhavatu,
Om Sahana Vavatu
Sahanau Bhunaktu,
Sahanau Bhunaktu
Sahaviryam Karavavahai,
Sahaviryam Karavavahai
Tejasvinavadhitamastu,
Tejasvinavadhitamastu
Ma Vidvishabhai.
Ma Vidvishavahai
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Hari Om Tatsat. So today is the last Anuvaka of Bhrigu Valli. That is the 10th Anuvaka. But it's a pretty long Anuvaka, a little fast. But it's all the concepts I have explained. However, the new concepts I will again deal more. I will spend more time on that. Shall I repeat? I will repeat the mantra. 10th Anuvaka of Bhrigu Valli. This is the last mantra of Taittiriya Upanishad. न कंचन वसतौ प्रत्याचक्षीत तद्व्रतं तस्मात् यया कया च विधया बह्वन्नं प्राप्नुयात् आराध्यस्मा अन्नमित्याचक्षते एतद्वै मुखतोऽन्नं राद्धं मुखतोऽस्मान्नं राध्यते एतद्वै मध्यतोऽन्नं राद्धं मध्यतोऽस्मान्नं राध्यते एतद्वा अन्ततोऽन्नं राद्धं अन्ततोऽस्मान्नं राध्यते. See, as I said that this Taittiriya Upanishad, it gives a very wholesome view of our Shastric vision. It is far from pursuing self-realization, not taking care of anything around. It speaks of a Maharshi level where transcending the whole worldliness, transcending the Sangha, the whole world becomes Brahman for him. So as he takes care of his own body also, being Brahman, he takes care of the whole world, whatever comes around him, whatever he can do, whatever is the need. So there is lot of misunderstanding about this Upanishadic knowledge. I have discussed in great detail during Isha Upanishad also, that how complete vision of life, complete world view they had. This we have been following in the earlier sections also, that both Abhyudaya and Nishayasa are emphasized. That means the Brahmavid will not be negligent about anything. Na annam nindyat. That the food should not be condemned, not only food. And here we have found that they take this anna and annada. It starts with anna means food and annada means the eater of the of food. That means who uh, absorbs the food. But when we go to the subtler and the subtler level, it actually is the subject is only the real annada, and the entire objectude, the whole creation is Anna, because the whole thing is reflected in the subject and it is contained by the subject, it is supported by the consciousness. The whole universe is supported by the consciousness, it appears in the consciousness. So the Annada is the subject spirit and Anna is the matter, the whole objectude. But this Anna also is nothing other than the Annada, the Brahman. So repeatedly we have come across mantras where Anna becomes Annada and Annada becomes Anna. So the two are same. They all get merged into one. That fundamental philosophy we have to remember. Here he says that Na kanchana vasatau pratyachakshita. If anybody comes to your house looking for um, look for shelter, you should not return him. We should be extending. Earlier they have said that if anybody needs food, your greatest duty will be serving him food. So you should have enough in your ashram or house, wherever the knower is living. He should have enough of food. Annam bahukurvita, the previous shloka. He should collect enough of anna so that he can keep ready to feed all the guests, whoever comes to his house, with lot of shraddha, with lot of respect. That they have already said. And here they are saying if anybody comes for shelter also, you should not refuse. Tad vratam, and it should be the vow. Vow of whom? The knower. Because in the previous shloka they have discussed the knower who has Brahmavid. Now all these things they are saying in the 10th shloka is about the Brahmavid, the knower of Brahman. That he should not refuse shelter to anybody who comes. How much it can be practiced in the present era, we don't know, but from the psychological point of view, from the sentiment point of view, it definitely it can be. We may not be able to accommodate everybody, but do we feel for them? Do we want to extend refuge to them? He says, Tad Vratam, it is the Vrata, it is the vow of the Brahmavid. Therefore, Tasmat, Yaya Kaya cha Vidhaya Bhafannam Prapnuyat. By any means, the Brahmavid should collect enough of food. Now, food doesn't mean only food, but all the material prosperity, everything is meant there. It's not only that people will come for food, we have to look after them. So, he should not neglect the abhyudaya, the material prosperity also. He should have enough so that he can distribute to whoever needs what he should be able to distribute. And his sense, he is without any sangha, he is without any ego. So he will know whatever to be given to whom. His discrimination is very sharp. So according to his discrimination, he will decide who is to be given what and he will give accordingly. Not because it is his property and he doesn't want to give. The property it belongs to Brahman, it belongs to everybody. So he will have that very vast vision. Although he is taking the responsibility of looking after the property which has come to you, but it is not his property. He doesn't have the possessiveness. He doesn't have the sangha towards that, clinging to any property, any wealth, any prestige also. So in such a condition, the distribution will be without any problem. He will consider everybody as his own and distribute. Wherever he feels that by giving it he will spoil others, he will not give also. There's no problem. He will not be over sympathetic and doing mistake in spoiling people. It's a very subtle adjustment which people fail to understand, because they will have to get over their sangha. They will have to get over their ego. Then only they will be able to know the mind of the Brahmavid. So he says that Aradhya sma annam ityachakshate etadvai mukhato annam radham. 3 words they have. Next slide. Sir. So, mukhataha means one who has collected the anna with all satkarma properly, with uh, proper skill and devotion and everything. Everything has been well collected and also served with great shraddha. He says that in that case, his anna will be replenished also in the same manner with the mukhataha anna. That means with the well earned anna, it will be replenished. These are natural laws. We are not sensitive to the subtle laws of nature. That is why we don't understand these. A person who distributes freely, abundantly, nature and providence will fill his hand, because nature by itself wants to get things distributed, not to be collected by constricted people in their own egoistic manner. Everything, the ultimate goal is to distribute it to the people who need it, where it is wanted. So a person who distributes with lot of shraddha, his anna will be again replenished in that manner. Madhyata is not with that much of respect. It is not so well collected also, pursuing very honest line or so, skill or so. And it is not served with that much of shraddha also. Now his anna will be also replenished in the same manner, same kind of anna. That means as you do, so you gain also. Not gain, but so it is replenished also. Similarly, antataha means one who has not collected the anna also properly and who gives with disrespect, not with shraddha. So he will get anna also given to him with disrespect and not in the proper manner. That means as we are acting in the world with the anna, with the wealth also, similar way providence will replenish our wealth also to be distributed to the people. This is what the meaning of this number 1 mantra of 10th, number 1 of 10th Anuvaka. I have written at the end that Annam should be taken in its greater, subtler sense also. It means a knower owns the whole world. He has gained everything from physical Anna to Ananda Anna. That they have in the previous mantra they have said that he has already attained the Anandamaya state. And also has the power to distribute all to everybody according to their need and fitness. So to give you the idea of how the life of the knower will be, in Bhagavad Gita, the 70th verse of 2nd chapter, Apuryamanamachala pratishtham samudramapaha pravishanti yadvat tadvat kamahayam pravishanti sarve sa shanti mapnoti na kama kami. There Bhagavad Gita says, Apuryamanamachala pratishtham samudram apaha pravishanti yadvat. As ocean, so many rivers, so many drains. The rivers are carrying, some rivers are carrying pure water, some drains are carrying dirty water, some are salty water. The ocean doesn't say anything to them. They all are flowing into the ocean. Whatever is flowing into the ocean is accepting them. And with this mixed with the salty water of ocean, they all become purified, become the one, the same ocean. They get merged into the ocean. And whatever is taken from there, it goes also. The sun shines on the ocean, the vapors come up. The ocean never says that you should not take away my water will become less. If the sun takes away so much of water every day, I will become empty. The ocean doesn't feel like that. The water comes and the water goes. It's a natural cycle. If the water doesn't go, will the river be on? The clouds will not be able to take the water to the mountain heights. It will not give rise to the rains. The rivers will dry up. The ocean also will not get the water from the rivers. The whole is a natural cycle. It is providential cycle, chakra, Brahma chakra, which is operating in nature. So a knower's life is like that. Everything, whatever comes, comes, whatever goes, goes. He operates in tune with infinity. His mind remains in tune with the infinite. Whatever comes, comes, whatever goes, goes. He just plays the role of the collector and distributor. There is no possessiveness, no. Actually, that is the real owning, real ownership. He takes care of everything that is around him or with him, but without possessiveness that it belongs to mine, me. Next slide. No. Oh. Oh. क्या हो गया? हाँ. It starts with ya evam veda here. And here and there it will be like ya evam veda kshema iti vachi yoga kshema iti pranapanayoho कर्मेति हस्तयोः गतिरिति पादयोः विमुक्तिरिति पायौ इति मानुषी समाज्ञाः अथ दैवीः. I think here it is up to Manushi Samajñaha. This Samajñaha, show the second, next slide. Samajñaha, it has come from sama means samyak, ajna. That means instruction based on realized knowledge. You can call it Adesha also. In many Upanishads it is called Adesha. Adesha is not just command, but it is an instruction based on realization of the truth. So, he says that this is the Manushi Samajñaha. That Samajñaha, the Adesha, they have divided into two, Daivi and Manushi. Manushi means individual, which is established in each individual. And Daivi means in the Prakriti, in the cosmic level. That is individual level and cosmic level. Now, individual level, what are the things to be done? All these things, ya evam veda. We have to know the Brahman. How? Kshema iti vachi. We have to know the Brahman as kshema in our words. Now this kshema has got various meanings. Here I have given something. Have I not given? It is the 2a. You show the 2a? Huh. Kshema iti vachi. Brahman has to be established in our words as kshema. I have written the meaning as Bhadram, Mangalam, Madhumattama. You will find this prayer very much there in many of the Shanti mantras. That may my limbs all become healthy and strong. May my words become sweet and expressing the truth alone. Bhadram karne bhishnuyama deva bhadram pashyema akshaviryajatraha. May we hear only the Bhadra sound. May we see only the Bhadra vision. So Bhadra means actually auspicious. The ultimate Bhadra is the soul. So whatever is Bhadra means whatever is auspicious, which is giving us the touch of the soul, is Bhadra. That is the Mangalam. There lies the Mangalam. So our words should always be such. It should be liked by the people, Priya. It should be truthful. It should be only speaking about the auspicious goal. It should express the auspicious truth wherever it is. Generally, we are always, most of the time, speaking about our own egoistic things or quarreling or this and that. They are all abhadra. We ourselves have surrounded our life with abhadram. That has to be changed, and it's not only in the words. Where from the words are coming? Words are coming from the mind. So in the thought level itself, we have to always be watchful that whatever thoughts are arising in my mind, are they bhadram or abhadram? Are they all auspicious or not? So he says that you find Brahman in the auspiciousness in our words, kshema in our words. Then what happens? Then actually you are coming closer to the realization through that. You are getting the touch of Brahman through your words, through your own words also. Yoga kshema iti pranapanayoho. We are breathing in and out. And in that we are breathing air in and breathing air out also. In that, if we bring in the infinitude of Brahman, then we will find actually we are breathing the whole world. It's a cosmic breathing. We are breathing the whole world and breathing out the whole world. It is not separately we are breathing. You cannot hold on to your oxygen that, oh, no, I will take my oxygen. I will not give it to anybody else. As you do with your property, you do it with your air, you will die in no time. Is it not? Can you hold on your air, making it as your own? It is, if you think about our breathing, you will understand the whole universe is breathing. Our mind should spread in the whole universe. The body is only pulsating by the prana which is covering the whole universe. The other day also I said that pranamaya purushaha. There we come in touch with the cosmic prana, where the prana is a whole cosmic force, which a body, when it becomes fit to pulsate with the prana, it starts showing the prana. We call it the life. We can see it is a living being. It is not the life is produced by the body, but the body becomes fit to express the prana through it. So the prana starts pulsating in the body. Actually, the prana is everywhere in the cosmos. Karmeti hastayoho. What are the hands doing? It is for work. Whatever performance it is doing, there lies the Brahman. Gatiriti padayoho. The purpose of the feet is to move, motion. And that motion, Brahman lies there in all the activities. Vimukti riti payau. When we excrete, when we have motion also, we feel a liberation there. Vimukti. That vimukti means we reject whatever is to be rejected from our body. So there we find the joy of Brahman. Similarly, in the Daivi Samajyaha, what are the things? Triptirishi iti vrishtau. So the next one. 3a. See here, Triptiriti vrishtau. When the rain comes, the whole earth has become dried. You feel the dryness everywhere. The first rain comes down. Is it not with a great relief? So we can, this tripti means English it is satisfaction, but it is not just satisfaction here. You have to feel the arrival of rain in a scorched earth. When the earth is scorched, the rain comes and what kind of a relief it gives. That is there we should find Brahman, the touch of Brahman. Similarly, yoga, balamiti vidyuti, that in the lightning you find the power. In the lightning, it's great power, but it is in the Prakriti. So in that power you try to find the Brahman. Yasha iti pashushu. In the animals, animal is actually the representation of prana shakti, because their mental faculty and other faculties are much less. They are basically representing the prana shakti. So that it is the katritva of the prana over everything that is represented by the pashu. So it is the prana, it is the yasha means fame, yasha also means the control over everything. That prana's control, that there lies the Brahman in the animals. When our Surya runs around in Kanan, gallops like the cheetah, we feel so happy. Why? The joy of freedom. So we don't allow her to go out because she takes all rubbish and gets into trouble, puts us into worries, the stomach becomes bad, stops taking food, we have to take to the doctor, doctor gives injection, everything is wrong. But if we don't allow her to run, we feel very sorry that so much of joy is there in that gati, in that running. There lies the animal life. Jyotiriti nakshatreshu. That the stars, that the brilliance, we should find Brahman in the brilliance in the stars. Prajatir amritam ananda iti upasthe. That procreation, what is procreation? It is actually the Brahma's work, the Srishti. We give so much of importance to Brahma who has created this, from where this creation has come. It is anandadhyeva khalvimani bhutani jayante anandena jatani jivanti. It is all from ananda. Similarly, in the organ of procreation for us also, or for the animals also, it is the joy of procreation. By that Amritam, why they are saying? Because it is the lineage which will remain, which will make him immortal. How long the lineage will remain, we don't know. So there is a joy of making ourselves permanent through the progeny. So that joy lies in the procreation, in the activity of procreation. Sarvam iti akashe. The sky, the space is the refuge for everything. It is the support of everything that is creation. There lies the Brahman. The Brahman supports everything. Next. Tat pratishteti upasita. Pratishtha iti upasita. Tat pratishteti upasita. Pratishthavan bhavati. Tan maha ityupasita. Mahan bhavati. Tan mana ityupasita. Manavan bhavati. He says that if you worship the Brahman as anything, you become that. Suppose you worship the Brahman as the Pratishtha. Pratishtha means where everything is taking refuge. It is the refuge of everything. It is the Aadhara of everything. Now, to meditate on the Brahman, Upasana for Brahman, where you are considering Brahman as the Aadhara for everything, as refuge of everything, will not your mind become will not your mind become the Aadhara for everything? So he says, Pratishthavan Bhavati. He will become the Pratishtha for everything, everybody, everywhere. Tan Maha iti upasita. Maha means the Maharloka. It is a combination of Vistara, that means expansion, then the strength and the brilliance. Jyotihi, brilliance. The Maha is the combination of all this, Samanvaya of all this, the expansion, brilliance, and power. So if you consider Brahman as that, so when you are meditating on Brahman as Maha, you become Mahan. As a person, you become Mahan. Mahan we generally refer to great, but actually it means whose mind is expanded everywhere, who has a very large mind, who has great power in him, and who has the brilliance in his mind, the spiritual brilliance, as they have earlier said, Brahmavarchas. Tan mana iti upasita manavan bhavati. When you consider Brahman as mind and you meditate on that, then you come to know everybody's mind. Because what is that mind? In that mind, the whole universe is projected. You are knowing the universe because it is appearing in your mind. So when we worship Brahman as the mind, that means the mind becomes cosmic mind. It expands to the entire cosmos. Then your mind becomes everybody's mind. You come to know of other minds also. You become antaryami. You come to know what is there in others' mind. That is the manavan bhavati. Next. Oh, here these slokas are divided differently. No, I think it is the fourth. The previous one you go. Pratishtha, Pratishtha, Tannama. It is in the next verse here. The arrangement is different. Tannama ityupasita namyante smai kamaha tad brahmetyupasita brahmavan bhavati tad brahmana parimara ityupasita परियेणं म्रियन्ते द्विषन्तः सपत्नाः परिये अप्रिया भ्रातृव्याः स यश्चायं पुरुषे यश्चासौ आदित्ये स एकः. Now you will remain on the fourth. I did not notice that this discrepancy is there. Pratishtha Manah Namaha. Tan Nama iti upasita. When we meditate on Brahman as Nama, this Nama means humility. That is why we always say Namaha, Namaha, Namaha. That means thinking of the greatness of the truth, the greatness of the Brahman, we bow down. That is what it is. But when we meditate on Brahman as coming down, then the whole Brahman comes down to us. It is the truth, ultimate truth, which descends in our being. So what happens is that with that, all the kamas, all whatever is there, it comes to our mind. Now you may ask that why the Brahmavid will have kama? Huh? No, it is not so. The sankalpas of the truth, of the knower of truth, the Ishvara sankalpa, they become corrupted when they pass through our constricted mind. That our mind, which is not able to get to that cosmic dimension, there the sankalpas get transformed into kama, which we call desire. A Brahmavid doesn't have any desire, he has only sankalpa. Even Ishvara also has only sankalpa, Brahman has only sankalpa. By that the whole nature is remaining active. So it is the sankalpa which comes down. That is why in Mundak Upanishad you will find that, or in Katha Upanishad, that if you are wanting your some desires to be fulfilled, go to a Brahmavid. Because whatever if any sankalpa comes in his mind, it will be fulfilled. So your sankalpa, if it is not anything bad, if it is a genuine need, then by going to a Brahmavid, it will be fructified. So these are there in the Upanishads everywhere. Now the other side is also mentioned here. This is a little rare, that he says that Pari enam mriyante dvishantas sapatnaha tad brahmanaha parimara ityupasita. That means if you meditate the Brahman's place as destruction, as it kills, as it destroys, then the people who are, they call it Brahmadvishaha, those who are inimical to you, those who are having dvesha bhava about you, they will also be destroyed. It can be taken in this manner, it can be taken in a higher sense also. And those who are, they have particularly refers to Bhratribhyaha and Sapatnaha, that if there are two wives, they will be fighting with each other. Saja evam vit asman lokat pretya etamannamayaam atmanam upasankramya etam pranamayam atmanam upasankramya etam manomayam atmanam upasankramya etam vijnanamayam atmanam upasankramya एतमानन्दमयमात्मानमुपसङ्क्रम्य इमान् लोकान् कामान्नि कामरूपी अनुसञ्चरन् एतत् सां गायन्नास्ते. Now, this is the last. They are describing what happens to the Brahmavid. Sa ya evam vid, one who comes to know this truth. Asman lokat pretya. So often people translate it as after leaving this body, leaving this world. After leaving this body, what happens, nobody knows. It is here, pretya means transcending. The transcending the body identity. Asman lokan means this world that we are having through the body identity. Transcending that identity, what all happens? Etam annamayam atmanam upasankramya. Upasankramya means crossing through and then transcending. So again, I had mentioned it in the beginning and somewhere in the middle, where I said that it is not sheath that they are talking about. Often in the translation they have said sheath, sheath. It is in this Upanishad they have not talked about the crossing the Annamaya sheath, then the Pranamaya sheath like that. Kosha, it's not kosha. It is the Atma itself, our I, identity itself, which identifies with the different levels. That is Annamayam, Atmanam Upasankramya. Kosha they have not mentioned. Here the kosha word doesn't come. Similarly, Pranamayam Atmanam Upasankramya. From the Annamaya he goes to the Pranamaya level. From there he goes to the Manomaya level. These all we have discussed in the earlier chapters. From the Manomaya level, he goes to the Vijnanamaya level. Then from Vijnanamaya level, he goes to the Anandamaya Mahatmanam, Upasankramya. That too, he crosses. What happens? Iman lokan kamani kamarupi anusancharan. In this world, transcending everything, he yadrichachari, he moves around, he loiters around, he moves paribrajaka, like a paribrajaka. Whatever he wants to do, he does. Whatever to be done, he does. Etat samagayan aste. How does he move around? Singing this samagana. Samagana, actually Samaveda, it is generally sung in tune. So he moves around. So this is after that, the next, show the other one. Next. The whole thing I have put in green because this is the whole Samagana is up to that. Now it is the song of fulfillment that he sings out of fulfillment. What is that? The first, here you will find 3 is given. Those are the Plutaswara. I have explained in the beginning of the Taittiriya Upanishad. That means they have to be prolonged. 3 matras prolonged, it is 3. If it is to be 4 or 2, they will put that there. So it is because of the tune, many of the words here in this Samagana, you will find they are elongated. What is the song they are saying? The first 3, they don't have any meaning. It is like aho, aho, aho. Oh, what wonderful. As now people say wow, wow, wow. So it was like that how, almost like wow. That, but you have to see the meter, that ha, woo, like that. It is ha, woo, ahamannam, ahamannam, ahamannam. Then you see annado, there also it is 3 matras to be drawn. Ahamannam, 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 ahamannado, ahamannado, ahamannada, daha. Aham shloka kridaham, shloka kridaham, shloka krid. See, he says that I am Anna, I am Anna, I am Anna. I am Annada, I am Annada, I am Annada. This is what we have been explaining for quite some time. That I am the whole creation and I am the knower of the creation, the spirit also. I am the matter. Anna means the matter and Annada means the spirit. And I am the combination of the two. I am that one. So he sings that song that I am the creation and I am the spirit also, the knower of the creation. Aham shloka kridaham, shloka kridaham, shloka krit. Shloka krit means it has come from shloka. Actually, shloka krit means one who hears or listens to the truth and expresses also. So why we call these as shlokas in the Shastras? Generally the shlokas are the expression of the truth. Whatever the rishi, the seer of truth, whatever comes to his mind, it comes out in the form of words, and those are the shlokas. So, Shlokakrit means mantra drashta actually, or mantrakrit, you can say. The mantras are coming out of him from the knower. He is the drashta of the mantra, or he is the creator of the mantra also. Ahamasmi prathamaja ritasya. That from the truth I am born, even I was the firstborn. I was born before the Devas also. Actually, he is not born. He is in the truth. Aja. Purvam devebhyo amritasya na bhayi. This is becoming na bhayi. Actually, it is na bhihi. In word, it is na bhihi. Na bhihi means the center. Araivana ratana bhau is the center of a wheel. The spokes are there and the nabhi is the center. That he is the support. The nabhi is the support. In the chakra, if the center is taken out, the nabhi is taken out, then it will not have any existence at all. It will not have any support. So the whole support is coming from the nabhi. So I am the Devebhyo Amritasya Nabhi. I am the Nabhi of the immortality. I am the support of immortality. I am the center of immortality. Yoma dadati sa it eva ma vaha. Again, ma avaha. Those who are giving me as anna, they are protecting me. Abaha has come from avatu mam, just now we read sahana vavatu, sahanau bhunaktu. Avatu means to protect. Those who give me to others as anna, to the people who need, those who give me as anna, not only anna, about anything, those who distributes, they protect me through that gifting. Aham annam adantam admi. And those who do not give me as anna, I eat them. Earlier shlokas he said that I kill them. Here he says I eat them as annada. Aham vishvam bhuvanam avyabhavam. I spellbind the whole universe. I spread my spell over the whole Vishwa, the Bhuvanam universe. Abhibhuta, it has come from Abhibhuta. Abhibhuta means spellbound. The whole universe becomes spellbound by me. He is the spirit of the whole universe. Suvarna Jyotihi. I am the golden light, I am the golden brilliance. About this golden brilliance, I have explained enough in this Taittiriya as well as earlier also. The golden disc, that the truth is covered with the golden disc. This is a very common expression that they use. Ya evam Veda. One who knows this, he becomes like the sun, like the golden sun. Iti Upanishad. This is what the Adesha, the Upanishad, the knowledge to be practiced, I am giving. Iti Dashamo Anuvaka. This is the end of Taittiriya Upanishad. It was a little disturbed class, but nothing can be done. That is also providential. We have to take it. I think our volunteers will see that the portions which have got disturbed to cut off and make it more or less okay. This Upanishad I have never read. This Anuvaka I started reading day before yesterday. And whatever I read as fresh, it attracts me. I liked it very much. The fundamental tone of this, which is not rejecting anything, taking care of everything. This is what our ashram also should stand for, or it stands for, I would have said, but I cannot say. It should stand for, I have to say. That any knower, he doesn't use anything just because of his need. He takes care of everything. He loves everything. It's not only human, not only the beings, but the material objects also. His care, his watchful eyes will be there on everything, should be there on everything. And he would be happiest when everything around him is taken care of. Otherwise, it hurts his mind. It hurts his being, I should say. The extensive being, the spread over everywhere, it gets hurt if things are not all right around, if things are not taken care of. So there is no question of neglecting anything in the material world. Also, there is no question of becoming slave to anything in the material world. Our problem is we become slave, we become possessive. If we don't have the possessiveness, if we don't cling to the enjoyment or anything, our likes and dislikes, if we don't cling to that, then the whole world becomes a Nandanavana. The life becomes really joyful. Anandadhyeva kalvimani bhutani jayante anandena jatani jivanti anandam pravishanti avisamvishanti prayanti avisamvishanti. So that is what the Upanishadic culture is, and that is what the Upanishadic philosophy is. It is not a philosophy of deprivation, it's a philosophy of acceptance, but not becoming slave to the world, becoming master of the world, so that nothing can touch our mind, nothing can take us to depression. Anything that comes, accept cheerfully. Anything that goes, also leave them cheerfully. This is what Taittiriya says. We will conclude with the Shanti Mantra. Om Sahana Vavatu
ॐ सहना भवतु
Sahanau Bhunaktu
सहनौ भुनक्तु
Sahaviryam Karavabhai
सह वीर्यं करवावहै
Tejasvinavadhitamastu
तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु
Ma Vidvishabhai
मा विद्विषावहै
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti
ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti
ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
One thing that I would like to have some feedback about what is to be taken up next. Many suggestions are there, but I would like to have the suggestions from the viewers also. That we have already completed many Upanishads, full and part also. Full we have completed Kathopanishad, Mundakopanishad, Ishopanishad, Kaivalya Upanishad, Taittiriya Upanishad. Partly we have done from Brihadaranyaka, that Yajnavalkya Maitri Samvada, Kenopanishad, then Chandogya also partly like that. This is voice of Upanishad, so I thought that we can continue with Upanishadic lectures on the Tuesdays even now. So I would like to know if you have any suggestions.